Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Mike, check. Watch
Here we go. 1 to 54. Wide eight.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch out. Watch out.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking to time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Looking for Woods that time. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Nikel Roby-Coleman there defensively. Play action. It's Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 20 on the year. As these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 17.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Right there. 54.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He's coming, double up. Mike's 5'9".
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They go play action with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Get off the field. 54.
Prescott to throw it. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off around the 37. Trying to get it to Woods. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. If running out here, an inability to put any points up, this one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, kill.
21-0, our score after 1.
Here we go.
Check Mike 54. Mike.
Hey,
They
47.
had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Here's Prescott. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
47.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Hey, kill. 26.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
54. Watch the run.
Here go 46.
Right there.
46.
Prescott yet again. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
There we go. Going to 53. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The 20. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Prescott now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up. And also, got to look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like red.
Got this.
Hey, here we go.
Prescott now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Wait, take.
It's our time. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He's letting it fly for... And now here is another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
It's a party now. It's a party.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Mike 5-4. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Prescott now from the 50. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles. And I believe
he's got it at the 15. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards from the gun. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Jackson now to the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson, and it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken near the 13.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot.
Brandon Cooks. He gets it to Cooks. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, certainly they haven't had the ideal first half, but there's some momentum for them to take into halftime.
Yeah, and it might not be that wild momentum, that you see sometimes where they score late and teams go sprinting off and the whole deal. No, it might not be that. But it does give them a better feeling about themselves and what they can accomplish in the second half.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And it's incomplete. But a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one rips, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
That's going to be caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with another touchdown, number 24 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness that defensive line.
The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm coming back.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here we go, here we go.
There we go, going to 53.
Hey, watch that, watch that.
26.
Third and long for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
There we go. their own 46-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Watch the flat motion.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 18 yards, first down Niners. Jackson now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson, eluded, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. What a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald and the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54, Mike 54.
Here we go, D.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Let's go,
that
baby.
One goes for 24 yards.
You.
Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. And find Everett there, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, first and 10. Here's Prescott, and he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability.
Touchdown, Rams. Jason Sanders for the
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across the net, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Push him back.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Los Angeles. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson now down around his goal line. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
That cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Following the interception, here's Prescott. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw is Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Prescott yet again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Nick Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. To try again after the sack. Prescott, and the pressure gets to him again. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now, a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Escaping the pressure right. Got his target, Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally getting a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. And again, it's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Come on now, let's go.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jackson dancing to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.